Okay. So first of all, guys, I'm going to give my introduction, myself, Ankit Narula, and I'm the trainer for Azure Devops. So first of all, I'm giving you my full introduction. And then if you have any question while any regarding your career or anything, if you have any question, you can raise your hand and wait for your turn. So first of all, myself, Ankit Narula, I have total 10 years of experience in IT industry. Out of those 10 years of experience, in first 3 years, I have worked in Oracle applications as a techno-functional consultant, where we are creating forms, reports, writing SQL and PLSQL queries, and creating the setups as per our client requirement in financial modules. And from last 7 years, I'm working on two cloud platforms, the two most cloud platform which we have in market. What are the two mostly used cloud platforms we have in market is Azure and AWS. So I'm working on both the cloud platforms from last 7 years. So this is about my side. If you have any question regarding the training, regarding the career, any doubts, if you have, you can please raise your hand. Yes, Pavani. Pavani, you have raised your hand to ask your question.
Yeah.
Into 1 minute.
I have hi, Ankit.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I have 4 years of experience in the IT industry.
Okay.
I have worked as an SAP GRC consultant till now, but I wanted to change to cloud. So I've joined this course.
Okay. So what is your doubt here?
Is there any projects that you provide for us after this course completion or during this course like that? Because when I am asking for chances in Azure Devops in internal companies, they are asking for hands-on experience.
You are internally, you are trying to fill the IGP for internally.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, Pavani. No one wants internally, if I'm going to switch internally, if you're filling IGP, no one wants that project. But yes, if you're switching a company, then I can expect that someone wants you to do work on some project.
Actually, I work for Tata Consultancy Services.
Okay.
When asking for a chance internally, like I'm asking for a DevOps in Azure platform. They're asking for hands-on experience.
Because might be, Pravan, their requirement was a person who is completely experienced person.
Okay.
Might be. Because whenever I'm working on a same company from last 10 years, my company give me the chance to switch after 3 years. Give me chance to switch. So that's why I'm working in the same company.
Okay.
It is one of the best option if you are switching in your own company rather than switching to other company.
I'm switching in my own company.
Yes, this is one of the best option. Okay. And I tell you, there is no projects we are going to cover in this training, but yes, you will get some videos. There are projects we have, which is already even uploaded in our YouTube channel. After completion of the training, you can watch those projects also.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Abdul. Abdul, you have raised your hand to ask your question. You need to unmute. Okay, you have lowered down your hand. You can unmute now.
Yeah, is it audible now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So hi, sir. Actually, I've been into IT like since 6+ years, but relevant experience is around 3 years into Linux admin. So I'm a bit tough, like whether I'm eligible to switch to DevOps. This is one
Definitely,
doubt.
because the because to work on DevOps, there's a prerequisite is Linux. So Linux
Mhm.
part we are already covering in this training. And you said you already work on Linux operating systems.
Yeah. And another doubt is like, as asked by Pavani earlier, they need hands-on experience, guys. Like, even though if I show 4 years or 5 years into my CV, they will be asking me from end to end what you did and what kind of tools you did, what were your roles and responsibilities, dependencies. So how I will be able to convince them technically so that they will be giving me chance to work in the company. Technical interview round has to be cleared.
For your project part, if you might be remember just now a few minutes back before I said that there is no project we are covering in this training. There are few projects which are uploaded in our YouTube channel. With the help of this one, you can go for it. And yes, whatever you're going to learn in this training, if you practice it clearly, very easily practice it, those things, you can easily clear the interview also.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So if you practice daily on daily basis the things which you are teaching us, so that will be enough to crack the interview.
Yes, that will be enough. And while practice, if anyone have any doubts, I'm sharing my email ID with all of my students so they can email me also. And whenever they are going to email, make sure you're going to mention your batch number. And this batch number is 122.
Okay, 122. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Yes, Shiva, you can unmute. Shiva Prasad BM.
Yeah, good evening. Hello.
Yes, Shiva.
I just want to ask actually because I'm a Windows administrator. All these 13 years experience I have, but I
Okay.
just have read like some Linux commands and all. But I'm not fully comfortable on that one actually because I'm not an Linux administrator. So that is a prerequisite as you said, and as well as
No, and so go one,
yeah.
Shiva, one by one. It will be easy for me to answer you, or it will be easy for you to get the proper answer for one question.
Yeah, sure.
Now, yes, I said that there is a prerequisite is Linux. So might be, did you see the course content, Shiva?
Yeah, I have seen that. I have seen that.
In the course content, it is already mentioned that whatever the basic Linux, whichever we require, it is covering in the our course content also. So you don't need to worry about those things. What are the basics is required, we are covering it. It is part of our course.
Okay. But I have one more question, sir. I have heard that actually like for these DevOps trainings and all, actually we need to be like fully confident and perfect on one thing like Kubernetes or
Yes,
Jenkins.
Kubernetes,
Yeah.
Docker, those things are those are tools, different tools.
Okay.
And those tools we are learning in our training. And here is the full list. All the things are mentioned in our course content, whatever we are covering.
Yes, I have seen that. So that actually that completes like all the tools complete training. Actually, like it's some overview. It has been covered. Actually, that is what my question is. GitHub they told actually here, and Git also they updated.
Git we are covering. It is part of our course content. Jenkins we don't require in AWS. The reason is because in Jenkins they have their own pipelines.
Yeah.
So Jenkins is a pipeline tool which we require, but we don't require in Azure because it has their own pipeline also.
Okay. And understood. And one more question, sir.
Yes.
Actually, like this is only Azure Devops is separate and AWS Devops is separate. Is there, or actually Devops is only one thing? So that will be.
I tell you one thing. Azure DevOps and AWS DevOps. First of all, what is DevOps? DevOps is one thing. Okay.
Yeah.
And whenever a word come, AWS DevOps or Azure DevOps come, it means in AWS DevOps you are working on AWS services. Yeah. And whenever a word come, Azure DevOps means you're working on Azure services.
Yeah.
Okay. So every AWS DevOps has their own services. Azure has their own services. Like if you see here, we have pipelines, we have Azure repository, Azure boards. These are the separate services which is not covering under AWS DevOps.
Okay.
And if
Okay.
I talk about as compared to market, which is having more market, AWS or Azure, Azure has more market right now. The reason is because Azure is capturing more market than AWS from last 1 to 2 years. And it is 100% sure after a few years, Azure is going to be #1 cloud in the market. Right now, Azure is #2, AWS is #1.
Yeah.
But we got the data till 2021, and after the recent, we got the data till 2022 also. Azure has captured more market than Azure. AWS at same place, but Azure has coming near to AWS as compared to 2021. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
one more question last.
Yes, sir.
So the fee structure actually, like what I heard, actually, 5,000. So that will be part payment we can do actually, like first we need to half of the amount, then
No, there is no that installments we don't have. We don't have any installments option.
oh, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Mahesh. Mahesh, you have raised your hand to ask your question. You need to unmute yourself.
Hang it.
Yes, Mahesh.
Yeah, actually, I have working in .NET environment.
Hmm.
So I have 4+ years of experience. So can I which is the best course? Is it AWS or like Azure? So Azure Devops.
No,
So
what do you want? You want to learn AWS or Azure? What is your question here? Because you are
yeah,
saying
I have
AWS, Azure DevOps.
actually I have experience .NET environment, Microsoft .NET. So which
Okay.
is the best way to I can learn? That is a awesome question. I would like to
No,
learn like cloud environment.
up to your wish, Mahesh. Whichever you want, you can learn it. Because I'm working on both the cloud platforms from last 7 years. So it's up to your wish. You can learn one, you can learn both also. If you go with one, the package you will get. If you learn both, you will get more package. So it's up to your wish.
Okay, so Microsoft is one, right? So Azure and ASP.NET, like any .NET environment. So it is easy to learn, or is the both are same to learn?
No, it's essentially one thing, Mahesh.
Yeah.
Every cloud platform is same.
Okay.
It's AWS, it's Azure, it's Google. But yes, little bit of changes they have done as per their own requirement also. If you know one cloud, you can easily learn other cloud also. Because concepts are same.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Thank
it is very easy for you.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah. Thank you, Ankit. Yeah. So, yeah.
Thank you. Yes, welcome at there at 1, 2, 3. You can unmute. May I know your good name first? Are you able to hear me? Welcome at the 1, 2, 3. Are you able to hear me? Okay. Samir, you can unmute.
Hi, thanks for giving me a chance. My
Yes,
name is
Samir.
Samir. I'm having Oracle DB experience as a 10 years now. And I want to check how this course is going to be get benefit for me, Azure DevOps.
Samir, you said that you are a DBA person. I tell you, might be you are also aware of that DBA jobs are going to be very soon finished in the market. Not finished, I can say that completely finished, but very less jobs are going to be there in market very soon. One of the reason is cloud platform.
Correct. I agree to
Now,
this part.
first of all, Samir, you said you want to switch to cloud platform. So you can go with Azure
Okay.
plus Azure DevOps. It's up to your wish which step you want to pick first. You can first pick Azure also, it's here Azure admin actually. And then you can go with Azure DevOps. Or you can first go with Azure DevOps, then you can go with Azure admin.
How about in market, as I told you already having an experience. So example for Azure DevOps, if I go with that one. So will I get a jobs in a market, if I want to switch
Definitely,
my,
yes.
so
You
they'll
get some
ask
experience, but yes, you need to put some experience on you.
Oh, is
I know you're with which company you're working right now?
I'm working for Oracle Corporation as of now.
Oh my God, you're already working in Oracle Corporation. Definitely,
Yeah,
they don't. In that one, it's not possible to switch,
correct.
but difficult. Like if you're working
Yes.
in Infosys or TCS, then there are
Mhm.
chances you can fill IGP and you have option to switch. But
Yes.
in that case, you only have an option, you can switch a company. Or you
Yes,
can
that's
go with Oracle Cloud also, but Oracle Cloud has a very less market, just less than 3 to 4% of market share. They have.
agree to this one. So want to check, like once as I told, already having 10 years of this one, once I've done this course, if I move it out, they'll ask me both the one Azure admin plus Azure DevOps, or only
Yes.
Azure DevOps I
No.
can go with.
With only one thing, you can't apply jobs. With only
Uh-huh.
one thing. If you are applying it, you will get a very less package also.
Mhm.
First of all, and very less opportunities are there in market. Let's take example. If I talk about only Azure DevOps, let's say
Correct.
you have 40 jobs. But if
Uh-huh.
I talk about both, you have, let's say example, 150 job. Like this type of gap you have in the market.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
How about comparatively in AWS, how it's working for AWS one? Can you just give me a little, because I don't know much about in AWS. So just comparatively.
The reason why I'm saying it, the Azure is going to be number one cloud because Azure is capturing more market. The reason is, Samir, if I talk about everything, in the end, everything is come on money. Am I right?
Agree. Correct.
Correct. So because Azure is cheaper than AWS.
Mhm.
The one big reason why it is cheaper actually. AWS is charges on hourly basis
Mhm.
and Azure is charges on minutes basis.
Okay, so this
Okay.
is more benefitable for.
Yes. So
Okay.
that's the reason Azure is capturing more market.
Okay.
And even prices are less. Azure has less price. Let's example might be just given for AWS for any one thing they're charging 10 rupees. So might they are charging 9 rupees 50 paisa.
Mhm.
As compared to market charges are also less.
Okay.
Okay.
So okay. So one last question. In same like example, Azure admin and Azure DevOps both I have to go. If I go for
Yes.
the AWS also, so in that also same scenario will be there.
Same scenario. Same scenario.
Azure admin and sorry, AWS
In
admin.
AWS, it is not called as AWS admin. In AWS, it is called as AWS architect associate.
Okay, AWS architect associate.
Associate and then AWS DevOps.
AWS.
DevOps.
Acha, AWS DevOps different. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so this is, it means like totally moving from this what we are doing. It's a different one, like with cloud computing plus DevOps thing. Both I have to.
Correct. Like if seriously speaking, my brother has 20 years of experience. He started his career in 2001 as a DBA. So in 2020, he has also switched to Snowflakes.
Oh, is it?
Because in the end, every DBA wants to switch because jobs are going to be very less in the market. And the main reason is cloud platform.
Correct. So how AWS jobs are and AWS jobs, Azure jobs, which we have a more scope, like presently we'll talk.
Seriously
As of
speaking,
now.
Azure. I'm working on both the technologies, so I know that.
Yeah, that's
Azure.
what I'm asking you. You told me like both the one you're already working. So
Yeah.
which is
The
the
reason is because Azure is capturing more market from last 2 years than AWS. That's the reason. I'm not speaking about myself. Even I have discussion with a lot of recruiters also. The person who is in Bangalore, on US, in Chandigarh, in Hyderabad, in Delhi. I have discussed. I'm talking with everyone. I know a lot of people there. So everyone is saying if you pick any technology, not just cloud platform, Samir, you pick any technology. From any technology, Azure has more jobs in the market. Even you don't need to trust me. You can search on Google. You will get more jobs in Azure rather than any other tech.
Okay. And
Okay.
how about this Indian market and Middle East market? How is Azure is
I'm
having
not much aware of Middle East market. I'm much aware of US and India market.
Okay.
There
So
you have.
both were Azure is more compared to AWS, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm done. I'm done with my questions. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yes, Imran, you can unmute. Yes, Imran.
Yes, presently I work on PAS project, and
Which projects are you working?
PAS project, PAS platform
Okay,
as a service.
PAAS.
Yes, yes. Here is my work on only deploying applications like function app, logic app, and we use Bicep the domain language
Okay.
to deploy. So, so this course, is it useful for me? Because I saw your syllabus, you didn't mention about Bicep, uh, Bicep Bicep teaching. Like so, is it work for me?
No, I'm not much aware of that. You're saying the Bicep, you're working on Bicep language. I'm not aware of those things because that is actually work of done by the developers. Okay, and we are not developers here.
Okay, so
Okay.
we will use ARM template, am I right?
That is in AWS.
Okay.
That is in Azure, we have ARM templates also. ARM templates is something like Terraform to us. With the help of the ARM templates also, we can create our resources.
Yes. So here we use Bicep to create resources like same.
That is different thing in every different cloud platform, in every different technology. But in Azure, we have ARM templates. For ARM template, we are using JSON codes.
Yes, JSON is it is the same. Bicep is the same as JSON, but it's different.
Okay, I'm not aware of those things.
Okay, no problem.
Do you have any more questions?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, Mukesh Prasad, you can unmute.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, Mukesh.
Yeah, see, I'm actually not from the infrastructure or this cloud background. Basically, I'm from the infrastructure monitoring background only. But being around 11 to 12 years of experience in the monitoring domain, and slowly I see there is a hell lot of demands coming in terms of the solution architecting or the enterprise architecting, where the people are need people with at least a high level knowledge or understanding of the cloud platforms as well, along with the DevOps. Okay.
Correct.
So that is why I just wanted to learn this area, and I had only one doubt actually. Though I know see Azure or AWS their own native DevOps tools, okay, but in terms of enterprise architect or solution architecting perspective, do I need to learn the the native tool in the DevOps along with this cloud one, or how do you recommend to proceed with it? Because
what is your requirement? First of all, please let me know those things. Do you have any specific requirements? Might be.
There's no specific requirement. I am actually trying to move towards enterprise architecting thing, and nowadays cloud along with the DevOps is the desirable, which I see in any kind of JD which I am getting nowadays, along with the tool solutioning. They are also looking for the people with the cloud exposure as well as the DevOps exposure. Okay. So at least at the high level understanding, I need to learn these things. Azure, I know Azure is pretty well, dominating nowadays in the market as compared to AWS.
Correct.
Okay. So Azure
DevOps.
even
in the chat box, you send me a message also.
Right.
That
in the
Middle East governments are more preferring Azure rather than AWS.
Actually, they are reluctant. I'm working from the Middle East region only. Okay.
The one person was asking me about Middle East market. So that's
but slowly they are, they are just trying out the Azure only. They are still bit reluctant to other platforms.
Even US government is using both. US government is using both. US government is using Azure also. Even Azure government is using AWS also. They are using both.
Ideally, they prefer the on-prem solutions only. Okay, in the Middle East region mostly, but yeah, on the request or or from the trial perspective, they are slowly experimenting. But that too only I see on the Azure side only.
Okay. So yes, if I talk about the market, Mukesh, if I just talk about Azure DevOps, you need to know Docker, Kubernetes, and Terraform. These are open source tool. Okay, and Git also. These four. These all are open source tool. But if I talk about only for Azure DevOps, on Azure DevOps, we have some specific Azure resources also. Like if we have Azure pipeline, Azure boards, Azure repository. Azure repository and Git both are same thing. The Azure repository and Git is used to store our codes, which are created by the developers. So these are the things which you need to learn under Azure DevOps. There are, if I talk about Mukesh, in the market, there are hundreds of tools we have, but we are learning only those tools which are very frequently used in market.
Understood,
Okay.
but yeah, from
like
the
if I talk
architecting
about
perspective,
pipeline, like if I talk about pipeline, for pipeline in market, there's a tool called Jenkins. That is also very commonly
Jenkins, yeah.
used, but
Jenkins.
in Azure, it is not much used. Okay. Yes, you're saying something.
So from enterprise architecting perspective, do you recommend me to learn, the native DevOps tools along with this cloud, or how do I proceed? Or only I start with an...
It depends on your requirement. If you have extra knowledge, it doesn't make any harmful for you, Mukesh. Just you need to check what's your requirement, what's your in which career path you need to go. Based on that, yes, you can join this Azure admin also. You can go with Azure DevOps also.
I will definitely start with this course, okay. But yeah, parallelly, I just wanted to understand if you have, any training course on the, native tools, that would also help.
No, whatever you will get, don't worry, you will get all information in our WhatsApp group also. Whatever we are covering, you'll get all details. Okay, if we plan any other batches also, we'll get details in our WhatsApp group. Are you in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I'm there. And tell me one thing, how long this, for how long duration this session is? And
40 days.
40 days, okay.
Yes, 40 days.
And it will be every day or on the some specific days of the week?
Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday every day.
No session on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, Sunday is just for your practice purpose.
And the complexity level will be only basic to medium or advanced level as well, because I don't know.
For few topics we are covering advanced level also. Like if I talk about Docker, we are covering a little bit of advanced things also. Azure boards, repos, pipelines, those are at same level. There is no basic level, advanced level we have for those things. Whatever we have in Azure, we are covering everything.
Are you covering any, application monitoring tools in it as well, like App Insight or something?
No, we are not we are not using it. Monitoring tool, if we are covering, we are just covering a basic wall Nagios. Nagios is part of course content.
No, I'm just talking the Azure App Insight or something if you're covering by any chance.
In admin training, we are covering a service called Azure Monitoring. Not in DevOps training we are covering. That is part of our Azure admin training, Azure Monitoring.
Oh, you have separate course for that. Okay.
Azure admin is separate course, correct.
No problem. You send me the details for that as well, because App Insight is something I need to learn as well.
You can contact our WhatsApp group admins. There are 4 WhatsApp group admins. You can contact anyone, or you can drop out email to support also. Okay, they will provide you the details. Or whenever I'll plan a new batch, they will share the same details in WhatsApp group also.
I think I am only looked in only 1 or 2 groups. Okay. Need to check.
No issue. In the same group, if whatever the group you are in, you will get same details in the same group also. Or we are sharing the details in Telegram group also.
No problem.
Okay. In our social media, everywhere we are going to post it. Okay. Thank you. Okay, few more questions and then we'll start with our demo session. Yes, Mukesh, you can unmute.
No, I'm done.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Yes, Manish Kumar, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi, Kid. I have one doubt regarding this Azure DevOps. So you said something, AWS uses some other services. So the DevOps are different for that services, and for Azure uses some different services. So
yes,
DevOps is, that means it's like fully 100% it's different if we learn the DevOps here.
Not 100%, like if I talk about, we have a Docker, Kubernetes, Nagios, Terraform is different. As compared to AWS, Azure, Terraform is different. Okay. Nagios, Ansible, these are same tools. But yes, in the end, we are working on these tools on Azure. In the end, you need to create few things, especially just for Azure also.
Okay, except for Terraform, other things are common, right? For both.
I can't say 100%. Even Kubernetes and Terraform is not 100% same. Little bit of Same. Not little bit, I guess 50% you can say same.
Okay.
Okay. Because in the end, we are creating few things which are only related to Azure, not related to AWS.
Yeah, like my conception was if I learn the DevOps here, that would be useful for both AWS and Azure.
Little bit, yes, it is
yeah.
helpful.
Okay.
Not 100%.
Yeah, but we need to learn if we are going for AWS. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, so those have raised their hand, guys. Just don't lower down your hands. Let's start with our demo session and then we'll come to you. You don't need to lower down your hand, guys. First of all, what is DevOps? Anyone in the chat box can confirm me what is DevOps? Okay, I got only one answer. Methodology. Development operations, combination of development and operation. All right. So whatever the answers I got till now, all are correct answers. DevOps is not one tool, guys. Most of the people has wrong assumption that DevOps is a tool. No, DevOps is not a tool. DevOps is a process. And DevOps word become with two words, development plus operations. Dev stands for development. Ops stands for operations. So these two words combined become a single word called DevOps. So DevOps is a process which we need to follow to create our applications. It can be, we can create Android applications also, we can create our websites also, you can create iOS apps, anything, whichever we want to create. With this complete process, we can create our application with the help of DevOps. And here we have some benefits of our DevOps also. Timely access to new feature. With the help of DevOps, we can easily provide new features to our end users also. No upgrade to worry about. We don't need to worry about new updates. With the help of DevOps, easily we can update our codes. Developers can just write their code, and with the help of DevOps process, we can easily give some new features, whatever the new updates we have, we can give to our end user. Who are end user? Like we are end users also. Like I am using Amazon.in website. We all are using Netflix. We all are using Adobe products. Who are end user? We guys are end users. So to provide these features on daily basis, on weekly basis, very easily to our end users, we can provide. Reliability, flexibility, platform agnostic. What we can do here, it is supporting multiple types of platform also. It supports Linux, Mac, Windows. You want to work on any platform, you can work on. And it works on every different languages also. You can use Ruby, Python, Java, PHP, .NET. Any type of language you want to use, you can use here. You can create Android apps, I've already told you. You can create iOS app also here. Anything, whichever you want to develop, with the help of this one, you can develop. Coming to Azure DevOps. This is what we have discussed only about DevOps. Now I'll come to Azure DevOps. Earlier, when they have launched, it is called as Visual Studio Online, but now it is called as Azure DevOps. We have two types of DevOps in Azure. One is called Azure DevOps Services. Other one is called as Azure DevOps Server. In the cloud platform which we are using, that is called as Azure DevOps Services, which we are going to learn. Azure DevOps Services. If you are working on premises, that is called as Azure Devops server. And we are not working on-premises. On-premises means the server which I have in my own office, that is called as on-premises. If I'm working on cloud platform like Azure, I'm working, that is called as Azure DevOps services. In this one, we are getting it those services called Azure Pipeline, Azure Boards, Azure Repository. Under this, we are getting. This is Azure DevOps services, which we are working on cloud-based projects. And in this one, Azure DevOps server also, we have same type of features also. But yes, in this one, we are everything we are installing on premises. Both have same features, same necessary features we can use here. But yes, in the Azure DevOps servers with on premises with Azure, you are using third-party tools also. Completely third-party tools we are using in Azure DevOps servers. But in Azure DevOps service, which is very frequently used in market, in this one, we are not 100% using third-party tools. Some of our tools we are using, which is providing by the Azure to us, some of the tools we can use our third-party tools also. It depends on client to client requirement. What are the concepts we have in Azure DevOps? Azure Boards, Azure Repository, Pipeline, Test Plans, and Artifact. These are the three things which we need to learn. This is for testers and this is for developers. What is artifacts? We'll discuss it also in upcoming session. Now, Azure Boards. What is Azure Boards? Azure Board is a thing where we can track each and every single activity. Let's take example, I need to assign one task to Raju and one task I need to assign to Naveen. How can I assign the task to Raju or to Naveen or to Ankit? I'm not going to send any emails to them. We are not going to send any emails. Everything we are going to done under our Azure Boards. So when a person is going to log into Azure services, in Azure Boards, he can easily track his work. There he can check which particular work is assigned to me, and this particular work I need to complete within how many days also. Each and every single thing we can see in Azure Board, or if we get any issues, we can add our issues in our Azure Boards also. Now, this is very good thing. In this one, we have calendar view also. We have each and every single thing we can track that this work is assigned to which person and this work needs to be done within how many days. Even in this one, we can put some filters also. That is called reports. We can generate some reports and we can track that this work is pending it. This work is not yet completed by this person. So we can send him a reminder. We can inform him that this work is still pending. And even in this one, we can give some discussions also. Like in offices nowadays, Microsoft Teams is very much used for chatting purpose and for giving the details to other team members. But in Azure Boards, we don't need to use any Teams and other tools. In Boards, we have an option, we can give our comments. We can give here also. Or if you want to reply to someone, we can do that also here. With this help of Azure Pipeline, we can done continuous integration and continuous delivery we can do. CI/CD means developers has given the code and automatically our code is validating it, and then automatically system is creating an artifact and our With the help of this pipeline, everything is done automatically. But yes, in this one, we can add approvals also. So till the time we are not going to approve, it is not going to move forward. So like this, we can add approvals also. And when we approve, then in the end, we will see the new feature. Till the time our authorized person is not going to approve, we will not see that particular feature in our websites or in our application. We will not see. So for each and everything, we can put approvals under our pipeline also. Now, next thing. Repos. What is repos? Azure repo. Azure repo is a thing where we can maintain the code given by the developers. So whatever the developers is writing the code, where we can store that code. In market, we have an option called Git also. Might be you have heard about that Git. Yes, Git is the one thing which is very popular in market. Git is a thing. But yes, in Azure, we have one more option called Azure Repos also. Under this also, we can store our codes. With the help of these Azure Repos codes, we can create our applications. And even in this one also, we have same feature. The feature we have it in Git, same feature we have it in Azure Repos also, because Azure Repos and Git is created by a same company called Microsoft. So both have the same features. I'll show you that also how we can upload our code. But yes, to upload our code, you guys need to install one tool. Visual Studio Code. It's a completely free tool in market we have. So this particular tool you need to install in your laptops to work on Azure Repos. Because with the help of this tool, we are going to upload our code in Azure Repos. Or even you can link the code with Android Studio also. Now might be someone has listened to the first time word called Android Studio. What is Android Studio? Android Studio is the tool with the help of this one we can create Android applications. That is one tool we have it in market. Now, next is artifacts. Artifacts is used by the developers, not by DevOps person. Why it is getting used? Let's take example. I need to download this Google Chrome. What we are downloading? We are downloading this Chrome exe file. Whenever we want to install Google Chrome, what we are doing it, we are downloading the Google Chrome exe file. Or let's say whenever I need to install this Firefox, we are downloading this exe file, and then we are installing exe file. How this exe file is going to be generated? This exe file is going to be generated with the help of artifacts. In market, we have a lot of tools called Maven, NuGet, NPM, py builder for Python. We have a lot of tools also we have it in market. But those are specific to any tool for any language. But in Azure, we have one thing called artifact, which supports every type of language. Where artifact is going to generate by the service called Azure Artifacts. These type of exe files is generated with the help of artifacts. We are not going to generate exe file here. The code whichever I'm going to use based on my code, the system is going to generate that artifact of that particular So this service is majorly used by the developers because developers needs to create artifacts. And to work on Azure DevOps, it is mandatory to generate artifacts. We'll learn a little bit of artifacts, not much in depth we are going to. And then test plan. This service is only used by the testers because here by using test plans, it is testing the applications, our websites or whatever the application which we are going to create. It is going to test the application. Now, and here are the list of services which we are going to cover in this training. Linux, basic Linux we are going to cover. Azure repository, pipeline, boards, Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible, Nagios, and Terraform. These are the tools which we are going to cover under our training. Duration is 40 days. Each session is going to be near about 1 hour. It can be more than up also, we don't have any issue. And it is only Monday to Friday training. Session timing as per our scheduled timing, which is 8 p.m. IST. Each session we are going to record and we are going to upload these recordings in our YouTube channel. First 3 recordings we are going to upload in our YouTube channel so you can access from there. After 3 days, we are only going to provide the recordings to our paid candidate. And after 3 to 4 days, we are going to change the link which is only going to share with our paid candidates only. And course fees is 5,900, 5,000 plus GST. And it's completely a paid training. Those are going to pay, only those can join this particular training. And course content link I have already shared in the chat box. Let me share again in the chat box. So you guys can check the course content also. And after completion of this training, before this, I'll show you one more thing also. If you are going to pay 5,900, what you will get? Those things also I'll share with you. These are the things you will get if you are going to make the payment for 5,900 live training, recordings, training PPTs. Means I'm going to use some near about 100 PPTs for this training. Those things, Azure dump, Azure document, DevOps dump, Azure DevOps document, sample resumes, and interview. These are the things you will get if you are going to pay the amount of 5,900. Now, here is the certification path also, which I'm going to show you now. If you want to do certification with the help of TUM, you can done this certification AZ400. But yes, to do this certification, there is a prerequisite. What is? These two cert. Any one of the certification is mandatory. To do this certification, you need to clear any one certification. You need to do it. And we are providing the training for this one, Azure Architect Associate Admin one, which I've told you. We are providing that. So first you can clear this certification, and then you can clear this certification with the help of dumps. You can clear the certification. AZ 900 is an optional. This is optional, guys. It's not mandatory to clear. Directly you can come with associate, and then after associate you can come with expert level also you can do that. Now, next thing. This is what I have already informed you, what you will get if you are going to make the payment, what you will get from our side. I have already shared the details also. This is about from my side. If you have any question, you can please raise your hand, and those have already raised their hand. Let's talk with them. Yes, Suresh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Suresh, you can ask your question.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Suresh.
Basically, I'm from a mechanical background, sir. Last 7 years, I'm working in a manufacturing industry. It is possible to move IT for this course, sir?
Yes, Suresh, you can switch it, but yes, you need to put some experience, then it is possible because you have a previous some other experience.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Can you provide, sir, any experience?
What
like
you want me to provide? Experience letters?
Yes, sir.
No, we are not providing those things.
Okay, okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Is this possible to me to learn, sir? This.
Yes, anyone can learn this course. Even a fresher person can go with this course also.
Okay.
But yes, to apply a job, you need to put some experience.
Okay. Sir, without experience, it's not possible because of why?
For you, it is not possible, Suresh. Because you are from mechanical background and you already have a career gap also.
Yes, yes, sir. That's what I'm searching. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Nari, you can unmute.
Hello, Ankit.
Yes, Nari.
Yeah, this is just wanted to check whether I'm in the right path because I was with actually a global help desk. From there, I switched to Active Directory now. I'm working in Active Directory from past 6 months. So, is it fine for me to choose this path? Am I in the right path?
Yes, yes, definitely. Yes, if you are already working in Azure admin.
Not in Azure because I'm just having a look and feel of it, but I'm not hands-on experience. So, just
Okay,
to
you are not
understand
much
the
working.
yeah, just
into
it has
that.
been 4 months like I started in Active Directory. So maybe in the long run I may get the chance. So before I do that, so what do you suggest? Like, is it better for me to take this course like on a long run?
Yeah, definitely, because you have already started working in Azure.
Yes.
With not just very basics, you said you are doing it, but definitely you are start working it. So it might be definitely, as per your saying, you will get in future more opportunities. So you can grab those opportunities in future in your own company.
Own company, it might be doubtful. That is a part. But how come like hands-on experience if I put out experience having in Azure?
So with sim, with Nari, you need to put some experience. You said that if you're trying to switch a company, but if you are going in your same company, you can grab those opportunities with by filling the IGPs.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Anand. Anand, you have raised your hand to ask your question. You need to unmute.
Yeah, this is Anand.
Yes.
Actually, I want to know how much scripting is involved in this course and how much it will be covered. If it really scripting is
Basic
there,
Linux is required. Basic Linux.
and PHP. So is there Python and everything you mentioned?
No, that is developers' work, Anand. That is not ours work. Developers can write those codes, and with the help of this one, we can create application. But writing those codes is not our part of it. That is developers.
Yeah, and one more thing, these are all tools is a sequence of steps in the DevOps architecture. Then you are going to explain this sequence steps in the real-time scenario. At the end of the course, we will be getting to know where the tool is used and how it will be linking. It will be one tool.
Anand, we are just learning these two. That's what we are not going to do the project. Might be are asking about a project. In the end, we are combining all those things and we are doing a project. No, we are not doing any project.
Just we are learning individual tools, what their purpose and what their how it will be as how it's aligned into the DevOps architecture. That is the
Correct.
course code.
Yes.
Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yes, Abdul.
Yeah, I had some like multiple doubts that we just asked. Yeah, the first doubt was like scripting related, which was cleared, and second doubt is like you have been into teaching since
Go
like
one, Abdul, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
It will be easy for me to answer. Go one by one.
Yeah. The second doubt is like
Your first doubt.
Yeah, it was cleared. The same
Okay,
doubt.
it was cleared.
Scripting.
Okay.
And second is like you have been teaching since how many years? Same 7 years?
I'm teaching from how many years?
Yeah.
2013. It's near about 10 years. And
10
on
years.
I still remember the date is 14th of February.
Okay.
So it's 10 years, more than 10 years.
Okay.
Now,
And one more, the third doubt is like how many candidates per batch? Any limit?
there is no limitation. There is no limitation. But you don't need to worry about your questions. You 100% will get a chance to speak in this session.
Okay.
If it's take more than 1 hour, also we'll go for it. Okay, so you don't need to worry. You can clear your doubts. Okay. Even that is why I'm sharing my email ID also. Even after the session, if you have any doubts, you can email me. Okay.
And the fourth doubt is like what is the success rate of batch? Like how many candidates per batch get selected for?
We are not getting these type of information because we are only on online training business. Online training. So we are not having any information after that how many students get jobs or not there, because after that no one is contacting us. So we don't have any information about those things. Okay. Even if some people are getting job, they are not informing us.
Like I think usually guys, people will inform that.
No, we don't have any. I'm not from actually, Abdul, I'm not from the training institute. Might be if they are contacting to training institute, not to me. Okay. So I'm not the employee of training institute. Might be they get some information. Okay.
And the other doubt is like, as you know, like ChatGPT, GitOps, DevSecOps is also in market. So what will be the future of DevOps, whether it is Azure DevOps or AWS DevOps? So will this GitOps and DevSecOps be dominating?
Sorry. Can you repeat your question again?
Yeah, as you know, in market we have the latest technologies like ChatGPT, GitOps, DevSecOps. So
those are ChatGPT is going to be finished very soon in the market. First of all, ChatGPT has no future in market.
But we have been hearing about automation. Yeah.
Tell you one thing, because the reason is because in ChatGPT we don't have a latest data. Whatever the data you have till December 2021. Even if you are from which country, Abdul?
India. I'm from
India. Might be you have heard about Adani.
Yeah.
If you search about Adani in that group, you will not get much information. Because after 2021, we don't have our data in those things. Okay.
And what about GitOps and DevSecOps?
Those are upcoming technology which we don't have in market right now. The clients are not using. Yes, it is upcoming, but right now there is no future for we have right now. So we can't say that they have future or, but it is upcoming. Very rarely it is used right now.
Okay. And the other doubt is like how much experience I need to do. Like, as you know, I have 6 years of experience. So can I need to show 4 years to get calls or 3 years, 2 years?
With admin plus DevOps, you can put. Only with DevOps, go with 2 years.
2 years. So what kind of packages we can expect? Like 6 lakhs initial package or 7 lakhs, 8 lakhs?
Packages, Abdul, packages I'm not aware of it because packages are purely depend on the company to company. Okay, and it depend on the experience and depend on the company.
Okay, got it. And last 2 doubts are like, first is will you be helping for CV preparation? After
we are providing sample resumes.
So
with the help of those you can create.
Okay. If the candidate is stuck between what to add or what to delete, so will that be helpful?
You can read those samples. Those are very good samples.
Good samples, okay. And the last doubt is like mock interviews Will they be provided after
We'll provide interview questions.
interview questions? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Yes, Javis.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Javis?
Good, thank you. Would this course be project based?
Sorry?
Is it going to be project based? Like, are we going to have a
Like
project from end
Javis,
to end?
sorry to interrupt you, Javis. Earlier also have informed to 2 students. We are not going to cover any projects.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember last time I asked you, you told me that if you cover it, then they will update it. But again, the admins, like especially there's one called, is it Harini? They are not they don't respond to messages very quick. You can write them on Monday, they will respond you on
You
Thursday
can
or
email me
Friday.
if you have any questions, Javis. You do have
And
my
then
email ID?
again, yes, I do. I've emailed you before. And again, when the support, like I wanted to rejoin the Azure course and they never joined me. They're only saying that, okay, I will do it, but it's been like
Do
3
one
weeks
thing,
today.
no? Do one thing. Whenever you face any issue, drop email to support. Don't
No,
need to
support is
message
not
anyone.
reliable. Oh, they don't
Don't
care.
worry. Don't worry. We have hired a new person who is going to completely manage the support email ID. Okay. So next time you have any query, don't need to message anyone. Drop an email to support you. Okay. You will get a quick as reply you will.
Yeah, I actually joined there and they asked me to send a receipt. I forwarded the receipt to them and everything, but they never joined me. And I've been writing them and nobody is replying. And
So don't worry, you can email me, Javis. Javis, listen me, please. If you have any questions, technical questions, you can email me. Okay. Regarding your
because I want to join your Azure session that started in I think January or February. How can I join that now?
You can email me also. No? That is why I'm sharing your email ID. My email ID. Do you have my email ID?
Yeah, I do. I'll send it to you
So
today.
email me. Email me.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You can email me.
I
I'll
will
share my
email you
email ID
today.
again in the chat box.
Okay, I'll email you today.
Okay. Email me. You can put me in CC. If they are not replying you can put me in CC.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Naveen.
Yeah, hello, Ankit. Can you hear me?
Yes, Naveen. Yes, Naveen.
Yeah, Ankit, I have been working in Accenture for 3 years now.
Okay.
And I'm having an experience of around 2.5 years as a web admin right now. I'm working in a middleware team. I'll be handling the production deployments and the web servers, everything. So I already have AZ900 and AZ104 Azure certifications. I'm trying to, get into DevOps right now, along with Python scripting and everything.
Okay.
I hope this course is perfect for me, but my question is, will there be any practical sessions for this?
It's completely a practical training. This is not a theory training.
Okay.
Okay. It's completely a practical training. We are not going to just little bit of theory we are going to do.
Okay.
I can say just less than 5%.
Okay, sure. And will this course help me getting that AZ103 developer, Azure developer certification as well, or
no,
that is a different thing?
That is different thing. This is DevOps.
Okay, sure. Okay.
There is no link of DevOps and the developers part.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Sunil Patel. Sunil Patel, you have already unmuted yourself. You can ask your question. Sunil Patel, I'm not able to hear you. Yes, when you're ready, you can unmute. D, when you're ready, you have Raise your hand.
I believe you are able to hear me now.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you. So thing is like mine. Okay, let me explain what is my project and my requirement, and I want your suggestion here. So thing is, coming to my experience, I have like 8+ years of experience, and I have worked on multiple OS management, server support. It's a UI based and command based, everything. Windows, AX, Linux, everything. And even I have experience on virtualization as well. Okay. Now, for last 3 years, I am working with a US client. Here, everything is completely different. Everything is custom made. Okay. It's an authentication management application which we are working here now. And now they have started keeping DevOps resources. So that is the one interest which make me to check for the DevOps courses. And it's like our team size is very small, and everyone will be stepping into every activity. Okay, it may be a Kubernetes or a UI development. Development, there is a development team. Okay, but deployment, Git version management, and Jenkins. I used to hear this very regularly from my DevOps guys. So testing this whole thing. So that is the reason I'm checking here in this session. So how this session is going to help me when coming to Git version management is there, right? How we are going to manage versions in a Git.
Whatever, Vinay, if you want to check those details, how it is going to help you, what are the things we are covering, each and every single detail is mentioned in course content. So those things you will get information in course content, what we are covering it in this training, what we are not covering it. You will get each and every single point is mentioned in course content.
Okay.
With course content, I have mentioned each and every single point, which these things which I am covering.
Okay, let me go through that.
You can go through with that course content. If you have any question, you can email me also.
Okay.
Okay.
And one more question. So, so after completing this course, if I want to be a complete DevOps resource, irrespective of the cloud, I mean, it may be whatever the cloud it is, do I still have to undergo a complete DevOps training?
No, you need to go to specific to that tool after that. If you want to go in more depth of that particular DevOps, you need to learn that single tool. If I talk about just DevOps is a 40 to 50 days of training you will get in the market. So the single tools are in more depth you can learn. Okay.
Okay, tools in a sense, if I'm not wrong, Kubernetes, Jenkins.
Correct.
Okay, thank you so much. I got all my answers. Thank you.
Yes, welcome at that 1, 2, 3.
Hi Ankit, good evening.
Name your good name first.
My name is Srinivas Bangari.
Yes, Srinivas.
Yeah, Ankit, have a 7+ years of experience in IT industry as a system admin and working as Azure admin now. Not fully into Azure, I'll be creating the user IDs and deleting and creating the virtualization VMwares.
Okay.
Not purely into the Azure admin, so I'll part of Azure admin as well. So as to go through this Azure DevOps training, once I complete the training, like will I be fit to this to move the job to the Azure admin? Because as we are not covering all the concepts in high-end level, like advanced level, when we
definitely you can switch for that also.
Okay. Like as you said, we are not doing any projects on this. Like if in a real-time scenario without projects, how can we handle it in?
That is why I've said that there are few projects are there in our YouTube channel. You can watch those projects after completion of the training.
Okay. On this, whatever this tools which we have, list of services, Terraform, Ansible, and Gate, we'll be using on this our entire course. Like how will be injected into all this platform with Azure.
We are learning separate tool. We are not linking one tool with that. Docker and Kubernetes are interlinked all by default. So we are, other than that, we are not linking any other.
Okay, whatever we are learning here, that will be fit for our career growth into the move to the next step, right?
Correct.
If any extra that will be needed, where can we refer any kind of any?
If you want, you can go with in more depth of those particular tool. Like you can go with more in depth for Kubernetes, more in depth for Docker, or you can go with Terraform in more depth. You can go for.
Okay. For that, again, we need to join any course, or else like the material will be suffix.
No, we don't have any material. You can just little bit of knowledge. You can just read their Azure documentation or Kubernetes documentation. With that, you can easily understand it once you learn these things also. Okay, you don't need to join any course. You just need to read documentation from Kubernetes website.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And one, do we get any soft copy documentation? As you mentioned, you will share this Azure documentation for this further classes. So after this class, we will not go with all this videos, right? So will we get this documentations to read it on?
You will get training PPTs and the training document, Azure DevOps document.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. These things you need.
Thank you, Ankit.
Yes, Rahul.
Hello, am I audible, Ankit?
Yes, Rahul.
Yeah, actually, I was waiting for my turn. Thank you for unmuting me. So actually, I am working in infrastructure monitoring, and for being a monitoring engineer, I have basic knowledge about IT infrastructure, whatever processes used in IT infrastructure like storage, backup, DBAs, network. I have configured monitoring for all this stuff, so I have basic understanding about this stuff. So my question was, being a monitoring background, will I be able to able to understand what are the Azure DevOps concept you are going to teach? This is the first question, and the second question.
One by one.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely you can easily understand those things also here.
Okay. Okay. And the second question, actually, I have 9 years of experience. So, how much year of experience do I need to show? Means to
Only
get
with DevOps you're asking, or with Azure Admin plus DevOps?
Azure Admin plus DK. Actually, I have completed a course of Azure Admin as well. So I'm just curious
3.5 and 4, or 3.5, 4, maximum 4, not more than 4.
Okay, maximum 4.
Yes.
Okay. And the whatever means interview question you are going to share at the end of the training.
That is Azure DevOps interview question I'm going to share.
Okay. Will I, if I prepare those day of interview question and do some practice on the consoles or whatever you taught us during the session, will I be able to answer
easily clear the interview? But yes.
Okay.
I'm not sharing the Azure Admin interview questions in DevOps training.
Okay.
Azure Admin training share interview question with Azure Admin training.
Okay, got it. No
problem.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Thank you so much.
Yes, Matthew.
Hello, can you hear me, Ankit?
Hi, Matthew.
Oh, how are you too?
I'm good. How are you?
Number one question: how do I make payment? Because I can't see any link.
We didn't share any link for that one. For making the payment, you need to go to our website called logiclabstech.com. Okay. First of all, you need to log into our website. Okay.
Okay.
And to log into our website, you need to create an account first. You need to sign up first. Here we have a sign up option, or you can directly log in by using your Gmail also. Directly log in with your Gmail. After login, you need to click on courses. Okay. Scroll down. Here in the last, you will find called Azure Batch 122.
Okay.
Okay. You need to click on this particular course and then you can make it. I'll just share the link also in the chat box. First, you need to log in and then you can go with this particular link. That's good.
All right. Number two, what level of understanding of Azure Administrator 400 before I'll be able to effectively do this course, Azure Devops. Then
earlier I said that, Matthew, you need to have both the knowledge. You can first go with DevOps and after that you go with admin, or first go with admin, then you go with DevOps. It's up to your wish. Whichever
Yes, I've
you
already
feel comfortable, you can go for it. But I always suggest go for both.
Now, then for us to be able to run certain program or file on this training, are we going to be using Git Bash as our command line interface to run some programs or to manage some file? Or we'll be using Azure console management directly?
No, for Git, we are using GitHub.
Can you say that again?
No, for Git, you're talking about Git, na Matthew here.
Okay.
No, which thing you're talking about? Git or something else you're talking about? I'm not, actually your voice is cracking for me a little bit.
Okay, I asked that for us to run some file or run some program for this course, are we going to be going through the Azure console management directly, or we'll be using Git Bash as
First we learn about Git Bash.
Okay.
First we're going to go with the Git Bash and we are learning Git. And before that, we are going to learn about Linux commands. The sequence I'm following, which is mentioned in my course content.
All right, okay.
I'm following the same sequence.
Okay, but at the end of the day, we'll still be using Azure console.
No, Azure console also we are using when we are going to learn Azure services.
All right, okay.
That time we are using it.
All right, okay. All right, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Solomon, you can unmute.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I just have a quick question. My question is regarding, like, are we going to use Himchat for Kubernetes and, like, you know, knowing how to manipulate the Terraform state files, like maintaining them?
Solomon, whatever like earlier I said that whatever I'm covering it, you need to check those things in course content. In course content, it is mentioned each and every single step. What things I'm covering, it is mentioned there.
Right. I got asked that question in an interview, so that's why I was saying if it's something we have to cover. They asked me a question about umbrella chat. Like, you know, I've used Himchat for Kubernetes deployment, but I didn't know umbrella chat.
Don't worry, you can check the course content. Check the course content, you will get each and every details there.
Okay. All right. And secondly, are we going to use the Azure platform for this training, or is there a sandbox?
Sorry, can you repeat again?
Are we going to use Azure platform, like Azure?
Yeah, definitely we are using Azure platform. We are using it.
Okay, is the account free,
because this is Azure admin training. Sorry, Azure DevOps training.
Do we get a free account, or we have to subscribe?
In tomorrow's session, I'll inform all those things, because in tomorrow's session I'm going to teach how to create an account. In that one, you will get information.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Yusuf, you can unmute. Yes, Yusuf, you have raised your hand. You can ask a question.
Yes, good morning, Ankit.
Good morning.
My question is, I actually paid for the Azure DevOps 122, but I can't access it on my app, and I have other courses on the app, like the
for mobile app. If you want to access Abdul for mobile app, please links are here. Links are here. Mobile app links.
No, I already have the mobile app. I have the mobile app.
What is the name of that app? What is the name of that app? Can you please let me know?
Give me one moment. Let me open it. Logic Labs training.
The old app. You need to download the latest app. The latest app name is Logical Apps. So that is why I'm telling you, please check the links here. Okay, the links are given for Android also, even for iOS also.
In the chat?
No, free. It's free app. These are free apps. This is for Android also, it's for iOS. This is for Android. The name is Logical Apps only. And this one is Logical Apps.
Logical Apps. Okay, so
Yeah.
the
So
other courses I purchased.
I'm sharing the link in the chat box. You can download our mobile app from there also.
But I don't use iPhone.
I have shared for both. iOS also, for Android also. I shared for both.
Okay, and a quick question. The
Yes.
other courses I have, will I still be able to access it on this app too?
No, in the old app, you can't access the new courses.
Okay.
Okay, in the new app, you can only access new courses.
All right.
Okay, so I've shared the link. You can download the app from these links.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Raju.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Raju.
Hi, sir. Actually, I am 2017 passed out degree graduate. So after complete this course, I can get fresher job in India in MNC company. Is this possible?
So what is your qualification, Raju?
My qualification is BSc Computer Science, sir.
In which year?
2017.
So you have a career gap of 6 years now.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
So you want to apply a job as a fresher?
Is this possible, sir? Or
Freshers is quite difficult, Raju, for you. Because you have a career gap also. So you need to put some experience, then you can apply for the job.
So can you provide real-time videos also? Is there, sir?
Sorry?
Real-time work, how can I get this? Because as a fresher teaching, you will be providing classes. Sir.
And that is why I've said, Raju, after completion of this training, you can watch those project videos, whichever in our YouTube channel we have. Okay, you can watch those.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Imran.
Yes, hello. Actually, I
Yes,
want to ask
Imran.
you if we want to choose between AI tools, artificial intelligence tools, and Azure Devops, then which one will you prefer?
I am not working on AI tools, so I can't prefer AI tools. And if you are going to prefer with AI tools, definitely someday your jobs are going to be work done by your AI. So what is your need by the company when everything is done by AI? Why they need you? If ChatGPT can do everything. Yes, Imran, can you answer this question to me, please? Why they need you when everything can be done by the ChatGPT?
No, ChatGPT is now it's different part, but AI tools.
I'm just giving example. I'm just asking a question to you. Like you're asking me which AI. I'm not working on AI tools, so definitely I'm not going to go with the AI tools.
Okay, then. Okay, no problem.
Any more questions, Imran?
No. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anyone have any more questions? Okay. Look like no one has any more questions. So with this, I'm ending the session. In tomorrow's session, we are going to learn about how we can create our Azure account, and we learn about how we can create our virtual machines. Those things we are going to discuss in tomorrow's session, and then we'll start with the Linux commands also in tomorrow session. Okay, someone has question. Yes, Nareen, you can unmute.
I'm sorry, a last minute call.
No issues. You don't need to say sorry to ask your questions.
Thank you. So how many days we have time to pay the fees and join the course?
By Friday. Friday will be the last demo session.
Friday will be the last session. Okay, till Friday I can join, but right?
Anyone can join till Friday session also.
Okay, so end of the day, Friday, I need to pay the fees in order for me to continue from Monday.
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for today's session. See you tomorrow. Thank you.